And this story not just making headlines in America, it's making headlines with football fans and players and coaches around the world as well. Joining me in our studio is Chen, a former player and coach with the Israeli Football League. Thank you for being with us. This started, the national anthem protest started with Colin Kaepernick a few years ago. And, every now and then players would do it, but for the President of the United States to really call attention to it, he really was trying to get attention to this issue, but not in the way he wanted. And dozens of players taking a knee. What's your reaction as a fan, as a coach? They're trying to bring attention to racial injustice and inequality. Is it appropriate, do you think, for them to take a knee during the national anthem?
I don't know if it's appropriate or inappropriate, but I'm pretty sure they're all trying to get the attention to the issue that is at hand, which is equality and Black Lives Matter and all that. And so President Trump was just writing tweets and attacking owners and players in the NFL, and as well as the NBA with the Golden State Warriors trying. They were invited to the White House to visit for their championship last season, and they were uninvited because they were hesitant, according to Trump. So. Do you think it affects viewership? We know that ratings are down. They were down before this week. President Trump's cursing at these players who take a knee during the national anthem didn't start the decline. But does it make fans, especially around the world, more likely to tune out? Does it help the sport? I'm sure people with the political view that is against this protest will tune out. I'm sure a lot of people are also tuning in. It's, there's a very big diversity of people in America. I don't know if this is the cause for the low rating. It could be the high price of game tickets. It could be games that aren't interesting. It could be anything.
Do you think this protest, does it send a message to other sports fans, other players around the that you can't separate sports and politics? Sometimes they come together.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Obviously, here I am on TV talking to you about this, so they've drawn our attention. So I'm sure they're drawing a lot of attention around the world.
Is the sport growing in popularity here in Israel? I mean, despite the fact that this is a political angle, the sport's growth internationally. They're playing games in England regularly. There's a developing league here in Israel. Isn't a sport that's gaining ground?
Of course. This year they even played in Mexico City. The league in Israel is growing year by year by a lot of players. Yeah, this game is a popular game. People still love it. People still play it. I don't know if this is going to ruin the game. Probably not. But they're definitely doing it because they have the power, because they have the fans.
As a player, as a coach, what do you want to see happen? I guess just to make sure that this sport continues to gain in popularity and grow. What do you think needs to happen?
Well, the thing that they're protesting about needs to be solved. This issue is nothing new in America, and athletes don't want to be involved in politics. They just want to play their sport, and the fans don't want to be following politics during games. They just want to watch sports. So the sooner all these issues are resolved, the sooner we can all get back to just watching sports and having fun.
All right, Chen, thank you so much for your perspective here with us on the show. And we'll stay with American news. The White House has revised its travel ban to include North Korea and Venezuela.